Part two. So, Taqatar Qatarlson and all of these antisemites are incredibly sexually repressed. So, Taqatar Qatarlson today, when he called me with Mark Levine, who I love, the two most evil Jews in America, incredibly compliment. He said that I'm the butt plug rabbi. Very interesting that he's so focused on this. First of all, Tucker Carlson should know he was born with a butt plug up his backside. Did you ever see anyone who speaks more constipated than he does? Do you ever see anyone that actually looks like they're really on the verge of constant diarrhea? I mean, that hysterical laugh that really comes from something incredibly anal. So I'm not surprised that he's obsessed with butt plugs. But let me just talk to you about kosher sex and my daughter Hannah's kosher sex company. I have never shied away from being called a dildo rabbi, the butt plug rabbi, whatever anti-Semitic thing they want to find. And I'll tell you why. Because I actually believe that the sexual connection between husband and wife is actually really important. That's why I wrote my book, Kosher Sex. I'm a child of divorce. And my parents divorced when I was 8. And divorce is the great thing that is rampaging through America that nobody cares about. You know, 63% of all marriages since 1980 have ended in divorce. And mostly because people lose the erotic spark, the erotic connection. When you hear terms in all these like Hollywood divorces of irreconcilable differences, everybody has irreconcilable differences. It's just that usually love and attraction are overcome your irreconcilable differences. But when erotic attraction, sexual attraction, when the negative and the positive energies of masculine and feminine begin to wear off, that's where you start having more differences than you have love. That's where you start seeing porn in marriages. You know, when I was counseling so many marriages that were falling apart, one of the main reasons used to be infidelity. Probably 1/3 of the women that came to me, problem was their unfaithfulness, which is increasing with women, and then 2/3 with the men. It's not that anymore. You know what it is? It's porn addiction on the part of guys. So, Taqatar Qatarlson, who's obsessed with butt plugs because he just was like kind of born constipated, thinks that I'm going to be ashamed of writing my international best-selling book, Kosher Sex. I couldn't be more proud of it. Now, do couples need, people call them sex toys. There's no toy about sex. Sex is something very serious. I call them IEs, intimacy enhancers. Do couples need, vibrators? If they're married, God bless them. Use whatever the heck you want. Taqatar Qatarlson, get your head out of the Jewish bedroom. Just because we Jews have the best sex in the world because we celebrate sex is something more than procreative, but actually intimate and passionate. It doesn't mean that you have to always have your head in my bedroom and everyone else's bedroom. Get your head out of my, please. I'm sorry for the expression, and I'm sorry for this visual, but get your head out of my, backside, Taqatar Qatarlson. Get your head back into the bank accounts of the Emir of Qatar. But I think that what destroys marriages is porn, infidelity, and the sexless marriage, the platonic marriage. All the rest of it, if you need to buy stuff from my daughter's website, kosher.sex, and it makes your marriage passionate and gets you off porn, God bless you. Taqatar Qatarlson, enjoy that sweet Qatari